Hey guys, I did most of this off camera, but if you have to replace this part on your Kubota tractor, this is the main hydraulic hose that comes out of the pump and goes to under the tractor. If you have to replace it, it's going to disconnect here. It's going to disconnect from there, pump, and it snakes down. And if you just take loose the brake from here, take the little pins out so that you can pivot this piece, and then your brake drops down here, which is okay. And you'll have to take loose the hose clamp here that holds all these together, and then it has to go through right here. But you can pull this pipe away just enough without putting too much pressure on it to pop it through there, and then you can wiggle it out. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. All right, let's get it back together and see how that works. Probably a good idea to buy new washers as well. These are the copper washers. Here's the part number. Okay, get that side started. So really guys, this wasn't near as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought this thing was going to be a devil to change, but it really wasn't that bad. So just to make sure my orientation is correct, left to right here, I'm going to tighten the top one first. And the torque specs call for 28 to 36 foot-pounds. I don't know that I'm going to worry with a torque wrench. Just going to put a little torque on it, you know, nothing crazy. Just get it tight enough to where I kind of feel the copper washer crushing just a little bit, which is basically what you're supposed to do. Right about there is what I'm going to call it. Now let's do the same thing to the one under here. All right, that's actually there. So, make sure everything's supported. And I'm going to crank the tractor and see if she leaks. And I hope that it doesn't, because if it does, I'm not going to be happy. what I can tell, guys, it looks like a good repair. But to me, it looked like it was leaking from right here on the bottom side of the bolt. Right there. So, I don't see anything, but if this fixes the problem, then I'm happy. If you have a front end loader on your tractor, you will have to pull that piece off. And it bolts here, 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 and to this arm here. This is part of it right here. It holds that up. So let's get all that put back together, and hopefully we're done. And this thing will stop leaking hydraulic oil, because I've had a lot of issues with this tractor. And one of the major one being that little thing there. It's supposed to be like a water drain or something. Started puking oil like crazy, and they had to split the tractor and replace the four-wheel drive seal of the shaft coming out of the transmission going up to the front. And that was a $3,300 repair. So yeah, when you have to split the tractor, it's serious business. And I suspect these lines were stressed in the process, because all that has to come apart to get this thing to separate. So at any rate, let's get this thing put back together and get back in the field. If you've ever hooked or unhooked your loader before, it's really not that difficult. To hook it up, you just drive under it, hook up your hydraulic lines, and now you're going to manipulate the loader and go back and forth until you get able to get this pin. Now you stow your stand arms. And you're done. Want to put the side cover back on the tractor, and we'll call our repair complete. Repair looks good. Don't see any leaking. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Thanks for watching.